our experience working with thousands of Amazon sellers and tens of thousands of listings every year, and also protecting brands, has led me to five major tips that everyone engaged in brand protection, whether you are an international brand or a private label seller, that you need to know. Number one, using software to monitor your listings. This is absolutely vital, even if you only have a handful of listings. What you need to do is to develop an infrastructure to identify the hijackers that are not supposed to be selling your products and that are delivering to the consumer something different, something materially different than you deliver or your authorized sellers deliver. Number two, you need a dead-on accurate inventory control system for the test buys that Amazon requires. You need to be able to track the ordering, the delivery, the receipt, and the identification of the products without any errors. Inventory coming in must be tracked if you want to have a successful brand protection campaign. Number three, tracking repeat hijackers. That's where the software also comes in, and that's what makes software even more vital. You need to be able to track sellers that were on your listings, delivering something to consumer that was outside the first sale doctrine, where you have legitimate grounds to get them off, and you need to be able to track when they come back on. Because while you might be willing to work out an amicable agreement the first time they are on your listing, when it's the second, third, or the fourth time, you need to be able to identify that hijacker and then make the complaint to finally stop them from stealing your sales. Number four, you need to be able to track each individual product's reason for being outside of the first sale doctrine. The first sale doctrine is the entire ball of wax when it comes to legitimately protecting your brand sales. And you need to have a system in place to track the reason for every single product, because that's what you're going to use in your cease and desist communications to the sellers. Last but not least, only making legitimate complaints on Amazon.com. On Amazon, anyone and everyone can deep six and tank a product's sales. It doesn't matter how big or how small your brand is, and that is a reason why you should only assert legitimate complaints. Another reason is that if you assert a false counterfeit complaint, you have just opened up your brand to extensive litigation and costly litigation. In our practice in helping sellers, we know this side of the mechanism inside and out. We have started lawsuits against brands who have made false complaints of selling counterfeit products. You need to make sure that whatever complaints you are compelled to make on Amazon, when you employ that nuclear option, that your complaints are entirely legitimate. Don't open up your brands to legal claims. Don't open up your brands to negative publicity. Protect your brand by only making legitimate complaints on Amazon.com.